Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It's a beautiful Friday morning here in San Diego. The sun has arose, or at least it's attempting to because it's been raining, but there's been a break in the sky. Clouds are breaking up, and it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. They say it's going to continue raining today off and on, so we will see about that. And at any rate, it's going to be a beautiful day today. And this is In the Raw, Unscripted, Unpracticed, Unedited Conversation. We are talking about Jesus' sayings, the things that he said and why he said those things. And today we are in Matthew 23, verse 12. And just to give a little context, he is talking to the Pharisees and the Sadducees and all those religious people of that time. And in this chapter, he really lets them have it. I mean, he talks to their hypocrisy and just, calls them out on it. And he really lashes at them. If you read the whole chapter, you will notice how he is just calling them out. And he says this before he starts, calling them out and saying, and calling them hypocrites. He says this: "For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted." And in this chapter, he's starting his conversation with them by telling them, you want to be great, but you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You want to be the greatest. You want to be known as great people. You want to be known as leaders, and the only leader here is God. And you want to take that credit. You want to exalt yourselves. You want to take that credit, that you are self-sufficient. So he's talking to their pride. Their pride about it. They're proud about who they are and what they represent. But they're boasting, and it's not. There's nothing wrong with being proud of yourself and being proud of who you are and living that way. But the problem is when you start to boast in that, and you start to exalt yourself and start saying, I'm better than everybody else. There's nobody that can be like me, because you are now taking the place of God. You are taking the place of a higher being. We forget that it is God himself who has allowed us to accomplish the things that we have accomplished. And so what he's saying is, he's basically telling them, you got to stay humble, because those who exalt themselves will be humbled. Eventually, whatever goes up is going to come down. And if you rise up in your pridefulness, in your arrogance, you're going to be humbled. You're going to be brought down. You're going to fall, just like the most prideful and arrogant being that was an angel up in heaven was cast down and fell from heaven because he had the same attitude. And then he says, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. So here the key, or the important thing to remember, to know, is that we got to stay humble. And this is so relevant to us today. He said this to people back 2,000 years ago, but this is still very relevant, because we need to remember that we need to stay humble. Yeah, we have accomplishments. We succeed in certain things, in certain moments in our lives. But, let's stay humble with those successes, with those accomplishments. We got to give God the credit. And even though we did, our abilities helped us get to where we're at, or whatever abilities those are. But we always have to bring it down to earth and say, God, you helped me. You gave me these abilities. It is because of your your grace that I'm able to accomplish these things. And we stay humble that way, and we don't have to worry about anything else. God will exalt us. God will, put us high because we are putting him in a high place. So anyways, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.